in the rolling hills of Southern California. We're in the backyard in my tortoise sanctuary. I have a few of these African Sulcatas that a couple of them I've rescued, but I think I'm the one needing rescuing right now from Dino. He's moving. Wait till you see how fast he is downhill. On your mark. Don't jump the gun, hold on. On your mark. Get set. Go. All right. Hi, Dino. Are you out of breath? He's all excited now. That's okay. It's just me and my GoPro. I do have some treats for you though. Some good veggies. You want some carrots? Maybe some sweet peppers? Some sweet peppers? Huh? I've had Dino for about 5-6 years now. He was actually found in one of my neighbors in my old neighborhood. Found in their backyard on their trail that led up to their backyard. Just walking on down the trail just as you see him here. So yeah, I brought him in. My UPS driver notified me about him, knowing that I already had a couple of sulcatas. And lo and behold, we have Dino. And I moved out to this new property and I dedicated this whole acre just to tortoises. And as you can see, I have that silt fence lining the outside of the fence. And what that does is it creates this visual barrier, although in a sense kind of false. But as far as visual goes, if they can't see through it, they won't necessarily try to ram through it or in some cases dig under. Man, he is really chasing me around. You ready to eat some? I think he's working up an appetite. He doesn't like me giving all you guys the attention, so I have some veggies here. We're gonna feed him some carrots. Let's see. Oh gosh. Careful, big guy. Jeez Louise. Now he's running up my leg. Alright, so we have some carrots. Some carrots and Jesus, come on, Dino. Oh, you're gonna hurt me. Yeah, chill out, buddy. Let me get these. Yeah, so we have some carrots here. Get these puppies ready. And we have some bell peppers, sweet bell peppers. I think he's more interested. He's actually more interested in the GoPro, so I'm gonna hold the GoPro away until he takes a bite. He's gagging. He didn't like the leafy part because he couldn't snap it off well enough, so we'll leave that off. We'll just feed him the carrots. Right here. No, don't look at me. Look at this. Alright, Dino's fed. At least a little snack. Every 2 or 3 days I feed the tortoises wet down Missouri tortoise food. It's green grass, basically. I like to wet it down, give these guys some needed moisture. Whew, he's gonna have to hydrate after this exercise. I know I do. Let's give Dino some peppers. He snaps right through these. Ooh, I felt teeth on that one. Use you. All right, we'll feed him some, and I'll introduce you to Sammy and Indy, a couple other sulcatas of the family here at Elastic Land. As soon as I can get away from Dino enough to drop him some peppers over there. Oh my God, he snuck up on me again. All right, so in here, in this smaller area, I have 2 females that I believe are females right now. And I got these guys off of Craigslist when they were really small. Someone was selling them. And at the time, I had just rescued another small sulcata tortoise that one of my wife's friends found in her neighborhood. So I was like, okay, I'll get a couple more. These guys grew quadruple in size, Sammy and Indy. As of right now, they don't have that concave dish on their underside, so I figured they're females because this guy is always trying to get in. You're such a savage, Dino. Dino usually makes a friend with that rock right here, if you know what I mean. Sometimes I'll come out here and I'll be working in the backyard. I'll just hear this. Na 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 na. Let me hear you say. This is Sammy. This was actually the runt of the 3 that I initially had, and she's grown up to be quite the girl. She usually spends her evening chasing me around like Dino, although she usually bumps into me, and that's the nature of these tortoises, is when they, it's either a mating or a dominance thing, they tend to like tuck their heads in and ram into each other until like total destruction occurs to one of them, and end up being injured most of the time, where the skin meets the shell here, and it really does a lot of damage. But these girls are hungry, so I'm gonna feed them some carrots. I'm gonna make them come into the sun though. And this one here is Indy. Indy's kind of shy and has a little bit of an overbite in her beak. Sammy, you want to eat first? Some big bites you got. You'll see them use their feet. You want any tug of war here? Or you're gonna bite it? There you go. Oh, you dropped it. I think Indy here might have better luck with the sweet bell pepper. All right, next up on the list of visitation here at the Sulcata Tortoise Compound is Wilbur. I acquired Wilbur about 2 years ago. Someone contacted me on Instagram, said that they had a large tortoise that needed a home. And luckily he was close enough to me here in Oceanside, California, that made a trip over and was introduced to Wilbur. At the time, Wilbur had like this crazy overbite, like prongs growing on his chin there. So I had to coax him in to some backyard surgery. So I coaxed Wilbur into some backyard surgery by luring him out with some fruit, whatever he would eat, veggies. And with one hand I would lure him out, and with the other hand I would have a Dremel with a little sanding wheel on it. And every couple of days or so I'd come out and just zzz, zzz, until it was basically gone. So Now he eats, so kind of has a tendency to eat kind of weird, kind of with an overbite because these things are usually in the way. But now he's eating better. He came with a home. These guys are all set on heat lamps, timers, and on the cold days and rainy days, they pretty much stay inside, and I just turn the heat lamp on all day. So they're pretty well taken care of right now. Wilbur's in this smaller area, so eventually this whole area over here will be sectioned off because the girls down here need a bigger space. And Dino here is kind of spoiled. So let's get Wilbur to come out. I like to think that they love me, and when they see me or hear me, they come out and approach me in this loving fashion. But probably in reality, they know that I'm the one bringing them treats on top of their daily food. Wilbur is quite the escape artist. He has dug out in that far corner before, and we lured him back in using some of those bell peppers underneath the fence because he is a tank. He's 26. Oh, I forgot to mention, Dino, I'm guessing, is about 18, and the two smaller tortoises, Sammy and Indy, they're roughly about 8 years old. And like I said, Wilbur here, who's about to come out, Wilbur's 26. I got him when he was 25. I've had him for a couple of years now, so. That's a big boy. Come on, big boy. Here he comes. Come on, big boy. There he is. There's my big boy. Will eat just about anything, including my hand. Luckily, his mouth is like a big, soft nub. He has a hard time chewing stuff up front, but his back ones are pretty well dialed. Does well for himself. He's seen the chop right through those pretty well. Let's see, give him a couple more. He usually swallows these things whole, watch. He's strong enough that I could sit on him and he can walk, watch. You think I'm shitting you? Man, you know I'm gonna dust that off first. I got black on. He's up, and we're off. He's like, what the hell's on my back? All right, I guess we're not riding him today because he was trying to buck me off. BuckYeah. You see that little bit of light back there? That's what I mean by if he can see light or daylight through anything like that, he tries to actually walk through it. I've had his house moved all the way across this whole yard before. Let's feed him. Let's feed him these sweet strawberries. He is gonna be so ecstatic over these things. In one end, out the other. We'll let him enjoy his snack. Thanks for joining me. I hope you enjoy spending some time back here in my backyard tortoise sanctuary. And please, yeah, don't hit me up in the DMs or in the comments about rescuing tortoises. I have enough on my hands here dealing with these guys. I love them to death, but they are pretty much lifelong pals. They get up to 200 pounds. Wilbur there is close to that, I'm sure. So yeah, my kids are gonna be enjoying these tortoises and probably their grandkids. So yeah, thanks for joining me. Take care, hit that like button, smash the subscribe, and don't forget to hit that notification bell. See you guys, lots of cool projects coming up, waiting on parts. Take care, all the best.